today's another day. Let's get into it. I know that lots of you would love to move to the motherland, and one of the things that stops you is finance. Okay, I know we talked about some ideas in the past about what you can do for finance, but today I want to actually share with you how I make my money in Ghana. Obviously, you know that I do YouTube, so that's there, but I don't only do YouTube. Okay, so today I'm going to just kind of like deep dive into some other ways that you can make money, and I'm also going to tell you about some of the other ways that I make money here as well. Okay, so let's just get straight into it. Okay, so there are a few ways that you can make money here. The idea here is that you live in two worlds, okay? So being in the motherland is absolutely fantastic, but it's even better if you can have an income that comes from abroad. Now, I know that might sound like, oh, how am I going to do that? Am I going to fly to, the West every day to go to work and then come back? You don't need to do that. Nowadays, especially with the current situation that's going on, there are so many options for you to be able to work online and be able to make your money from abroad without actually being there. There are so many people now that I speak to that are just making money online, doing whatever they were doing. Some people are still doing the same job that they were doing before, where they were even required to go into an office every day. They can now do their jobs online, and it has opened the door to so much more. And so those people have been able to make the move over here and still keep their job and still do what they're doing. And so they're essentially living in two worlds, because they're making their money from the West and they're living in Africa. And that is a brilliant thing. That is a brilliant thing if you can do that. So some of the easy ways that you probably already know about is like you can be a virtual assistant. You can do that online. That can work anywhere in the world. It's pretty easy. There are websites that you can join. I don't have any in front of me, but you can just quickly do a quick Google search on being a virtual assistant, and that kind of gives you a bit of flexibility as well. So for me, I like the aspect of having flexibility when I'm working. I don't like being stuck. Like Monday, I've got to be at my desk, even though I'm working from home, I've got to be at my desk and I've got to be ready 9 o'clock on the go. That doesn't work for me. I like flexibility in my life. So if I wake up and I'm feeling like really tired, or I need to do something else, I've got an appointment, I don't want to really have to answer to anybody and say, oh, is it okay if? That's for me personally. I know that works for some of you. That just doesn't work for me. I know myself very well now, and that doesn't work for me. So I like flexibility. So if you're going to be taking jobs like that, just kind of make sure that you're okay with the hours that they're giving you. Maybe some of them are flexible, because there are some VA jobs where they just give you an assignment and you go away and do it in your own time and hand it back. They want it back within a week. Those ones, brilliant. They're so easy because you just fit it around everything else that you have to do, There's also a copywriter. Yes, being a copywriter is also another great thing. You probably do have to do a course on it, but once you've done that course, you're pretty much good to go. So basically, a copywriter is someone who would go through a document that someone doesn't have time to go through. So say if, for example, someone's writing a book and they've written a book, when you write your own stuff, sometimes you don't notice your own mistakes. So basically, you would go, read through their book for them and spot the mistakes and just let them know, oh, this is not grammatically right, this is a typo here, and then hand it back to them, and then they would go through the changes, and you just kind of do it like that. Copywriting is a brilliant way to make some fast money, but like I say, you do have to do a course if you want to go into it. There was a course that I was aware of before, but I can't remember the name of it offhand, but if it does come back to life, I will put it here, right here, if it goes back into my brain, okay? Right. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in. There are obviously other things that you can do, but right now I'm going to jump into the other way that I make money here in Ghana. Now, I have a blog, and I actually started that blog here in Ghana. So I didn't have a requirement where I needed to be in the UK in order to be able to start the blog or anything like that. It was pretty much get a hosting service, get a template for being able to do the blog, and I was pretty much ready to go. All I needed was a really good idea on how to start. Okay, so I actually started out with a pregnancy blog, because that was just like my thing right then, because at the time I had just given birth in Ghana, and so that's what was on my mind. I think if I tried to blog about anything else at the time, I would have had like brain freeze. It just wouldn't wouldn't have worked. So I was very much into pregnancy, so I decided to have a blog about pregnancy. And so I joined quite a lot of Facebook groups to see how people were doing it. And it took a little bit of time. Now let me tell you something about a blog, right? Okay, if you're going to start a blog, one thing you need to know about a blog is that it's not something that will make you money overnight. So if you're looking for a quick fix, then a blog is definitely not for you, okay? It might take you months, it might take you a year, depending on your dedication. It could even take you 2 years before you start seeing a return on anything. And I'm just putting that out there because you need to know that first before you jump in there, okay? You need to be prepared to not make any money. So a lot of people, when they start a blog, they start it on the side to something else that they're doing, and in the hopes that eventually it will pick up. And then usually what I've seen a lot of people do is once the blog starts making enough money for them to be able to leave their job, they leave their job and then they go full time, and then they're able to quickly turn over their income and it just explodes. The thing I love about a blog is that, honestly speaking, you're your only limit. Your potential to make money is crazy in that area. I'm not quite there yet, so don't all think that I'm making like, you know, loads and loads of money. I'm making money, but I'm not making like loads and loads, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. I'm not quite there yet. But trust me, I know people who easily make $10,000 a month just from their blog. Okay, so trust me, the potential is there. But one trap that I'll tell you about in a blog is that you don't want to start making money and then get lackadaisy about it. You have to kind of keep going with it. And with a blog, you're your own boss. So the time that you put in is what you're gonna get out, okay? So if you decide, okay, I only wanna write 1 article a week, okay? That's the rate that you're gonna go. So you're gonna kind of move quite slowly. But if you're really dedicated, because I know people, especially when they do joint blogs, because you can do a joint blog with someone else if you trust them. You can write together and have an amazing website together. They decide to write 1 each, so every day they write like 5 days a week. So you write 1, I write 1, and they go like that, and they have like this concentration of content that they go for in the beginning. Your content doesn't necessarily rank straight away, but after some time it does. And honestly, when it does, yeah, you're just like, what the? Why didn't someone tell me about this before? Honestly, because when I got into like the ins and outs of a blog, like trust me, I went in hardcore. I took courses, I paid for courses in order to know what I was doing, because you can go it alone with anything in life. This principle works for anything in life. You can go it alone and try and work out how to do this thing for free, or you can pay someone that has already done it and they will show you exactly the steps. And instead of something taking you 6 months to figure out, it will take you a month, or the time it will take you to get through that course. Like, having a blog, I can't tell you, is so ideal, okay? But the thing that I will say about a blog is, if you're going to start a blog, make sure that your blog is something that everybody in the world can relate to. If you have a blog and you are only writing about perhaps issues in Ghana, or just issues only in Africa, that's basically going to be your target market. And I'll just tell you right now, that target market doesn't pay as much as people looking at your stuff from the West or outside, and YouTube is pretty much the same, okay? So if you want to make that money, you need to be able to appeal to a very wide pool. So that kind of like will give you an idea of what your blog should be focused on, okay? Now, so the way that your blog actually makes money is it makes money through, once you get to a certain level, it makes money through having ads on your page. So once you sign up to an ad network, they put ads in your page, pretty much the same way that Google does on YouTube. They put ads into your video, and that's how you make money from those. Okay, so you can have ads, you can have affiliate income as well. So when you recommend products within your blog, people click the link, and whatever they buy, you get a percentage of it, even if it's not the thing that you recommended. So say I have a pregnancy blog, and in that blog I say, I recommend this really great high chair for toddlers. It's an amazing high chair. Now someone goes through, clicks the link and goes through to Amazon, and perhaps they don't buy that. That's okay, because you know what? They bought a crib instead. They bought, I don't know, nappies, they bought whatever. You will still get the credit for all those other things that they bought, even though they didn't buy the product that you were initially recommending. So, I mean, it's an amazing way to do it. There's not only Amazon that is an affiliate. There are loads of companies out there that give out affiliate income. They're basically waiting. It's cash sitting there. They're basically waiting for you to recommend their products, and they'll give you a percentage. So affiliate income is another great one. Also, you can have a book. You can have books that you sell on your website. Trust me, people do it, yeah, and they make a killing. Honestly, when you have a website, yeah, your earning potential is just like this. It literally is just like this, but you do have to put in the work. Like I'm saying, it's not the easiest thing to do. That's why not everyone can do it. So even though I'm doing this video and some of you will probably say, oh, why am I saying all this stuff? Trust me, not everyone could do it. I've seen people come, do a blog, 6 months they're out, because some people just can't take the pace of what it takes to do a blog, and so they just don't want to work on anything that is not bringing money in right now. They want to earn money from the first day that they write their first article and publish it. But a blog doesn't work like that. If you're looking for that, then forget it. This is not for you. In fact, you have to find something else that's going to pay you. Perhaps being a VA or one of those other things will bring you money faster. But if you're serious and you're committed, trust me, yeah. Trust me. I know people that make like 50,000. I know I said 10 first, but I know people that make $50,000 a month, just like that. And I promise you, I'm not exaggerating. I promise you wholeheartedly, I am not exaggerating. If you've got the vim to do a blog, you can do it. Seriously, you can do it. You can have a blog that is a collective as well, so you don't have to do it on your own if you feel like that's not. There was this pregnancy blog that was running at the time when I started out my blog, and honestly, she started out as a one person, and eventually she got people to write for her, and it became a team, and she just exploded. Obviously, you know, if you're having a team, you have to think that, okay, well, I'm gonna have to pay these writers. But if you're looking at it as a long-term investment, then man, a blog is a no-brainer. Honestly speaking, it really is a no-brainer. If you're serious about making money, it's a no-brainer. But like I said, you have to be in it for the long haul. It's not something that's gonna happen just overnight like that. So it's definitely something to think about. And you can think that your blog can be about literally anything that you want. The only thing I'd say is don't make it a hobby blog, because no one actually cares what your day was like yesterday. Let's just be real. If you're writing that, if you're having a blog, no one cares that yesterday you had a bad day, or that yesterday you took your son to the doctors. No one really cares. No one's searching for that on the internet. You need to find a niche where people are looking for real answers to real problems. That is what your blog needs to be about, and it can literally be about anything. Like I said, as well, if you write a book on something, so perhaps maybe something that you yourself have been through and it's going to be something of value to somebody else, you can sell that, and trust me, people will buy it. People also sell courses through their blog as well. You know, some people blog about how to blog. I don't. Some people do that. So there are courses out there for how to blog. Some people sell courses on you know, how to bullet journal. Some people sell courses on how to save money. You know, like, there are just different, I mean, literally your own mind is your limit. That is it. But honestly speaking, a blog is a brilliant way to go if you can do it. Because like I say, there's so much flexibility in it, but you do have to be dedicated. So you need to know what kind of person you are. Are you a person that is like, look, once you get your horns into something, you're going for it? If you're that kind of person, then definitely a blog is for you. If you are the kind of person that is a bit whimsical about things, you know, you jump on the bandwagon and then you jump off again, then don't even waste your time, because there are a few little initial costs that you need to have. So you'll have setup costs. Like I said, you need hosting, you need some type of web template that you're going to use. There are free ones, but I wouldn't recommend the free ones. But I'm not going to go into all of that now, because otherwise this will never end. Honestly, there's so much to learn. But if you're committed and you really want to take it seriously, I would say a blog is a brilliant source of income. It really is. Yeah, so I think that's all I'm going to say on it at the moment. I think if you guys are want to know more, you can let me know in the comments, and perhaps I may do another video on it a bit later on, a little bit more in depth, but I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Would you ever start a blog? Have you ever started a blog, quit, and now thinking about going back? Has it ever even crossed your minds that you could make money that way? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I would appreciate it so much. But anyway, that is it for me. I think I'm done for today. If you haven't already subscribed, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And until next time, I'm out. No deal.